let's head on through, and hopefully I don't die to the first enemy we encounter right there, because these guys can, as I said, two-shot me hybrid. Yeah, he sees me. There we go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ow! No, no!
Look at you.
Hello one and all, Mickey here, and welcome to System Shock 2. So you guys might remember on the first episode of Prey, I mentioned Prey was basically like the spiritual successor to System Shock 2. If you enjoyed Deus Ex 1 or System Shock 2, then you'll know exactly what this game is like. Well, this is that game. Now guys, don't worry, let me address some issues. Firstly, this game is ugly as sin. It was ugly when it first came out, and that was a year after Half-Life 1 came out. But guys, I've downloaded and installed a lot of visual mods for the game, so instead of the game looking like it's 2 decades old, it will only look like it's 1 decade old. Next, as the title implies, this will be on impossible difficulty Ironman. So highest difficulty without loading back or using the resurrection chambers, which are basically like Bioshock's Vita chambers, except you have to activate them in each level you go on before you can be resurrected, and they also cost like 10 credits to be resurrected. But I won't be using them because, you know, Iron Man and everything, and like with Prey, I'm not going to be using the medical beds, which are basically like operators, except for 10 credits, they heal you to full. So no resurrection chambers, no medical beds, let's get underway. New game, impossible of course, I don't know why that's not default, and start game.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
This is Dr. Marie Delacroix of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
And here we are.
Center UNN recruitment facility.
4 years earlier.
Step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
Grav shafts? Like in Prey? Where would they have got that idea?
Step
Who
into
knows?
the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
And yes, guys, although this certainly doesn't look like a modern game, it looks a hell of a lot better than it did when it was first released. I mean, look at that resolution on the signs there. It's only a little bit pixelated. And look, that banner, it looks sharp. So the mods I've installed not only increase the resolution of the textures and makes them so they don't look really pixelated when you get close to them, Wow, you can actually read this writing. Yeah, there's no way this would be like this in the original System Shock 2. And one of the mods adds random junk to areas that were otherwise devoid of life. So in OG XCOM 2, this room was a long table in the middle and 2 women standing either side. Like really, really low polygon people standing either side of each other. But here they've mixed it up, added a lot more clutter in here. And on top of that, high polygon plants, high resolution textures. And this woman is now a guy. Now, who knows? And in case you guys are wondering what the game looks like without mods, look at that pixelation. Like it's so far away. Ooh, blurry. Wow, that mod added posters here, because they aren't here now. And just to top it off, what the models originally looked like. Wow. Just wow, this room. That is just well done, Looking Glass. Anyway, back to the, the game we will be playing. Let's go to training. Welcome to the UNN. Robot, hello.
To choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
Or I could just not. I mean, I could show you guys basic training, but guys, this is a 20-year-old game, okay? Normally, I will show you, like, the tutorial areas of a game if it's within, like, the 5 years range. But guys, I'm not going to be doing basic training. Not to mention, it's not like the tutorial section of this game is in any way connected to the rest of the game, like with something like Invisible Ink, where it shows a little bit of backstory for Decker or something like that. So, no basic training, no advanced training.
You're ready for the advanced lessons provided here. Advanced training will familiarize you with the 3 key areas of military service. Weapons training, technical training, and psionics training. Approach the Cyberlink booth of your choice to train in that area.
Or not.
Finish training in the 3 areas. Proceed directly to the recruitment center to choose and start your military career.
Okay, so, as he said, you had your basic training for, how to interact with the world, and then the 3 specialised training for weapon, technical, and psi, which would make sense because when you go into here,
make your choice, soldier. Here's where
weapons, technical, and psi.
Military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. The shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
Okay, well, psi is great and all, but it leaves you really underpowered. I mean, I will head into psi later into the game, assuming I get that far, it being Ironman and everything. Marines, soldier class is, fun and everything, but it leaves you lacking in terms of utility, so I'm going to go for kind of the in-between, the technical side. It's going to be Navy, of course, because of hacking. I mean, how am I not going to do hacking? So, into the Navy we go. God, this looks so much high resolution. And look at that high-res texture of Earth. What is this? 2006? Okay, well, on we go. Hey, robot. Year 1. Oh, wow. That does actually look quite cool. Huh, nice improvements. What do you want, robot?
Welcome aboard the space station Chesapeake Bay, sailor. It
Nice
looks like
salute.
you picked up some standard weapon skills at basic on Coronado Island.
Did I?
Now it's time for your tour of duty. Your tour will consist of 4 postings over 4 years. In this man's Navy, you're given a choice of 3 different postings a year.
Okay.
It's up to you to decide what kind of career you want to have, so choose wisely. Just approach a shuttle bay to receive a briefing on a posting. If you think that posting is right for you, head into that bay to accept the assignment.
Okay, then. We will just head on. It does look a little bit more cluttered, doesn't it? Not a lot, but a little bit. Through we go, and here are our 3 posting choices. We have got military police, engineers mate, and ship ops. So gain +1 modify and +1 strength.
Those sailors can get pretty rowdy on these year-long cruises.
Do they?
So you better not be afraid of a tussle.
I wonder why. Through here we got gain +1 repair and of course +1 strength.
Core energy systems. There's some heavy lifting involved, sailor, but you'll learn your way around the high-tech equipment.
Yep. And then ship ops. +1 hack and +1 strength. Of course it's going to be this.
Data control systems. You'll get your feet wet with the high-tech systems, but also expect some heavy lifting.
Okay, so this will be our post in this year. I mean, guys, you could read this, but it really makes no difference to the game. All we care about is you've gained +1 hack and +1 strength. So, year 2. This is basically a kind of immersive choose your starting stats for your character. So year 2, what have we got? +2 standard weapons. Guys, look, I'm not listening to all that. Next one, +1 maintenance and +2 cyber affinity. So +2 weapons is of course your weapon skill, and you do need weapon skill to actually wield weapons. This is an old school RPG. If you don't have the skill to wield something, you simply can't wield it. So we're probably going to go in for +2 weapons. Maintenance, yes, you need to maintain your weapons. They will degrade over time. The higher the maintenance skill you've got, the slower your weapons will degrade, and the more they'll improve when you use a maintenance item on them. And then we've got cyber affinity. Now this is actually different to hack. Cyber affinity improves your chances whenever you're doing a hack. So upgrading hack allows you to hack high level objects. And if you don't have a high enough hack, you simply won't be able to hack them. But cyber affinity decreases the difficulty of those hacks. And I believe that applies to everything from not just hacking things, but also repairing and modifying weapons and things like that. So cyber affinity applies to anything the hacking style minigame applies to, which is of course also repair and modify. So we'll be going for +2 weapons. Yeah, we get it. Year 2. You gained +2 weapons. Year 3. Here we have 2 agility, 2 endurance, and 1 research. So agility will increase our movement speed, which is actually important, but bear in mind, this being an old game, if you move fast enough, you can actually hurt yourself slamming into walls. Yeah, that's a thing. So having a high agility and a speed implant and a speed booster all at the same time, you'll find yourself racing around, slamming into the walls and taking damage, which frankly is actually quite realistic, to be honest. I mean, if that's what you're doing. Next up, we've got 2 endurance. I'll get to that in a second. Lastly, 1 research. Research is important because unlike in Prey, besides the fact that you need a high enough research to research your enemies, every enemy you research, you deal 25% extra damage to that enemy. So it is really valuable. 25% is not insignificant, but we will not be going for it yet. We'll be upgrading research when we get into the game. It'll be like the, I don't know, second upgrade we get. But of course, we're going to be going for endurance. This being Ironman, we're going to have like, I don't know, 16 health with level 2 endurance. And that means you can be 2-shot by the first enemy you encounter. So, yep, endurance it is. And that's our year 3. You gained 2 endurance.
Reinitializing memory strings. Restoring patient memory. Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the Computer Ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now. Watch out.
What?
Readings from that radar dish outside the window.
Oh, that one?
It's become unstable. table, dude. Move! Take cover.
Where? I'm taking cover. So cinematic. So cinematic. Okay, well, let's grab this wrench. Because nothing says survival horror like a wrench. Yeah, this might be familiar to you guys that enjoyed Prey as well. Always with the wrench. Catch it! Ah, damn. High-res plants? High-res textures? Yes, I know, Dr. Polito. Let's get in here. Grab this keycard for this door. This is a little bit more tutorial. Get in here. And then we need to know a key code. So, let's listen to you.
Great. Gotta change the access codes out of Cryo A again. Like I've got nothing better to do. I think Grassy just likes to make work for me. I'll set the new code to 45100. That should be easy enough to remember.
It is. Run for your life! Stop screaming, soundbite lady. Killer! Go on, you can do it. I believe in you. Hybrid monster, shotgun guy. Well, I don't think she made it. Let's head on through.
Warning. Decompression event imminent. Please move immediately to Cryo Recovery B. Decompression event imminent.
And here we are at Cryo Recovery B. So I'm going to grab this wrench. And here we need to unlock this door.
Airlock door inoperative.
Yep.
Auxiliary power
So
override
we need to
failed.
charge this battery with this charger here, which recharges all the items inside your inventory that use power, and you can do it infinitely. Then grab the charged battery, chuck it in. Did we not charge it? There we go. Now we charged it. Then chuck the charged battery in here. Door opens, and we're through.
Good. You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized.
I did.
I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the
These are our
upgrade units in
neuromods.
this area. There are 4 types of units in the next room. One for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech. But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
Yes, they are. So these are our abilities here. As she said, stats, tech, weapons, and psi. We'll get to that in a second. First, I need to grab some loot. So there's loot up there. Now, in the vanilla game, you could just climb up onto this, and this ceiling here would not have clipping to it, so you'd stand up and you could just jump up and reach it. But they've changed it with this model of the computer where this actually has clipping on it, so you can't just, you know, get through it, and neither can you climb up on it either, from this angle, at least. So this takes a little bit of finesse. Okay, made it. Now, just need to jump, grab that, then jump. Nope. Damn. Jump and grab that. There we go. Okay, we got speed booster and 6 bullets. Nice. Grab this loot. Ooh, cyber modules, thank you. They are actually very rare. I mean, you get a lot of them, but unlike Prey, you can't make your own. And also, unlike Prey, where you can complete the game if you're diligent enough, even on the highest difficulty, you could get basically all the perks you wanted. Here, you will not be able to get all the upgrades you want. At least on the highest difficulty, impossible. Let's listen to you.
Hey Doc, a security box showed up with orders from you to place this grunt into the recovery freezer. I'm no
Which
cyber
one?
doc, but I know
Me?
a plant job when I see one. I suppose you know they outlawed R-grade cyber goodies after that fiasco back on Citadel Station. But hey, I just work here, right?
Yes, you do. Open sesame. Yep, I know the codes to some doors at least. This one, I mean, who sets the key code up 00000? Yeah. Anyway, so this guy was talking about how there was a requisition for what would otherwise be illegal cybernetic upgrades for a grunt, namely me. Ooh, high-res image of space. That's actually really cool. So yeah, we have the experimental cyber rig, which is all these upgrades here. And guys, if you're wondering how I've made the inventory larger, this being an old game, when you increase the resolution, the inventory and the font gets smaller and smaller, and it was really bad. And the writing, the text of things like this down here was about 5 pixels high. Man, that was bad. Luckily, somebody found a workaround. I will put a link in the description below of all the mods I've used, where to download them, as well as how to do this edit, because God knows it was awful trying to read things how it was before when the writing was, as I said, about 5 pixels high. So yeah, we also picked up a medical hypo so we can heal ourselves, and a brawn boost. This will increase our strength. As you can see, strength 2. Put it into our implant slot. We get strength 3, and it increases our inventory size, but it runs on energy. So I'm going to leave it here for now. It will drain away slowly. Normally I'll just throw it in and just leave it there because it'll increase our damage, but I've got a few things to explain. So I guess let's start off with stats. We've got strength, endurance, psi, agility, and cyber. Strength, as you saw, increases inventory size and damage dealt in hand-to-hand combat. And yes, there are more weapons than just a wrench when it comes to melee, unlike something like Prey. Endurance is your maximum health as well as your resistance to radiation and toxins. And yeah, radiation and toxins, they get rough. Psi, as it says here, affects the duration, range, and damage inflicted by sonic abilities. Agility, of course, affects movement speed and reduces falling damage. I didn't know that, okay. And weapon knockback. Does that mean it increases the stun chance of weapons? Man, I should definitely get that. Then we've got cyber, as I mentioned. This decreases the difficulty of any kind of hacking minigame, whether it be actual hacking, repair, or modify. Moving on, tech. As I said, hack, repair, modify, maintenance, and research. These are completely self-explanatory, and unlike modern games, if you don't meet the requirements for something, you simply can't do it. It's not a question of it just being more difficult. I've gone through most of these. The only ones I haven't is that modify. Ranged weapons you can upgrade. Each have 2 upgrades, increasing things like their damage and clip size. And research, as I mentioned, you can research the organs of the enemies that you kill, which will then increase all subsequent damage to them by 25%. Very, very big. Then we've got weapons. We have standard, energy, and heavy. For now, there is one more later. Right now, we've got 3 in standard. I believe we started with 1 in standard when we picked the career path of Navy. Then we got +2 in standard when we picked the first year of service. And then psionics. Yeah, there's a lot of psi abilities. I'm not going to go through all of them, but suffice to say, you unlock the level of whatever psi ability you want, and then you can actually pick that psi upgrade. As I said, I'm not going to go for psi to start off with, so for now, this is just going to have to sit here. There are a lot of fun abilities in psi, but if you focus on that in the early game, you're going to be really, really underpowered. What I will go for is hack level 2. Thank you. You can undo it, as long as you haven't left yet. And I have seen people exploit in things like speedruns, upgrading research to the level that you want, doing the research without leaving the screen, and then clicking undo. But yeah, I won't be doing that. Don't worry. So yeah, we're going to be getting hack level 2. This will allow us to hack open boxes, and I believe at hack level 4 we can hack turrets. Yes, there are turrets in this game. We may not be able to have pets, but, you know, turrets are as close as can get. So hack 2 will do. So let's head up. Next floor. Oh, man, that lift feels janky. And this is where we picked up these items. Yeah, be careful dropping down, it actually hurts. So yeah, lean out, those items were over there. And then you have a psi amp, as can be seen here. What's that? High-res psi amp? Well, high-res for, you know, 10 years ago. You know, I do make fun of this game, but kudos to all the people that made the mods for this game, improving its graphics. It is really a testament to both the game and the modders when people work so hard to mod a game that is not easily moddable. For example, like Long War. And med hypo. Bang. Bang. This is a keycard we need to leave this area. You have money. These are our nanites. Break in here. Shotgun shells and psi hypo. We won't be needing them for a while. And out we go. And does anybody else hear anything?
Can somebody let me out? I can't find my card. Please, let me out of here.
What, you mean this keycard? Site sector? Yeah, I grabbed that one. Let's grab this money. So I'll go with you quickly. The user interface we got. Actually, let's activate the map while we're here. Boop. Now we've got an auto mini-map in the top right. So of course, inventory here. This is our weapon slot, our armor slot, our implant slot. All very self-explanatory. Health bottom left as well as psi. This is where we can research stuff. We don't have anything to research right now. This shows you a description of whatever you want to see, like the wrench. If you want to read it, I mean, I'm really, really not. Then the map you guys saw. Then we've got money here, cybernetic modules here. These are our neuromods. These are our logs, audio logs, live messages we've received. For now, and for this half of the game, it is just from Dr. Polito. Notes, basically like objectives, and help, which, wow, I hope I don't need help right now. Keycards, already showed you, and what upgrades we've got, as you can see here. There are other upgrades you can get, as can be seen here, that we haven't gotten to yet. As well as for tech, you can find software upgrades that will also apply to decreasing the difficulty of whatever it applies to. And that's everything. Let's head on through, and hopefully I don't die to the first enemy we encounter right there. Because these guys can, as I said, two-shot me even... Hello. Even with our health. And endurance, too. Yeah, he sees me. Yep. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh, okay. So yeah, these guys have a few different attacks. I'd say like 3, maybe 4. One of the attacks are like incredibly comically slow. He heard that. I need to get around this corner. Please don't see me. Don't. Yeah, he sees me. Yep. Don't. Okay, no, no, don't do it. Okay, well. That was rough. So yeah, one of his attacks are insanely comically slow, and one of his attacks are incredibly impossibly fast, and they deal the same amount of damage. So he has like an underhand swing that you see coming a mile off and you just slowly sidestep around him, and the other one is a quick backhand like that, and he's hit you. And if he does that 2 times in a row, you're dead, basically, on this difficulty. So, oh, Organ. Yep, I'll research you. I can't do it. I don't have the research skill. That's right, of course. And we lose to you. Now, I'm going to leave this wrench here. We don't need 2 wrenches, as well as a Psi Hypo, because we're not be using Psi for a long time. And right, I should really put that Brawn boost in. That'll increase the damage we do to these hybrids. With this, and I believe having the hybrids researched, we can one-shot the level 1 hybrids, which is really what I'm aiming for. Let's get in here. These things are security terminals. Simply using them will deactivate the security alert that is placed by cameras, which can be seen here. Around this. Whoa, my god, yep. Around here. That camera. Camera.
Damn.
There you go.
Power outage has also taken
that beep.
It's the only way to get to the medical subsection.
I will get to it.
The battery from the floor and find a recharger.
You're a big boy, aren't you?
The one you used before is in hard vacuum now, I'm afraid.
I will get to it, Polito. Fake Polito.
Once you get the battery recharged, place it in the auxiliary override.
We've been through this. So yeah, when that camera sees you and it goes from green to yellow to red, you'll get a security alert, and depending on a bunch of your stats, it will last approximately, between 1.5 to 2 minutes, and during that time, enemies will just infinitely respawn hunting you down. Simply come to one of these and use it, and that will turn the security alert off. Or you can hack them if you have the hack skill high enough, which we do, and it costs 5 per attempt. This will turn off the cameras temporarily, and also the turrets, they won't attack you, which is really good. So, no loot here, grab booze, that, and this. Leave that playing while we hack.
Why is it that no one listens to me? The security protocols on the Xerxes system are clearly immature. Some idiot hacked into the primary data loop last night and made Xerxes sing Elvis Presley songs for 3 hours. I finally had to pull the voice subsystem offline. What would happen if someone with a real agenda got into him?
Indeed. Indeed, Delacroix. So yeah, the hacking minigame, I'll just show you here. This is how much it costs. This is all the difficulty modifiers. All you need to do is get 3 in a row. If you see any dark blocks here, you can still press them, but if you fail that block, then you've irreversibly damaged the item that you're hacking. And if it's a crate, it'll explode in your face. So yeah, you never want to hack the dark blocks, even though they have a, standard chance to succeed, as with all the other blocks. So basically, try to get 3 in a row. If you fail, just click reset, and it'll cost you this much to hack it again. So that's that. And yeah, this guy, he'll be set free when we're done with this area. Right, I need to deal with this camera, don't I? Which way are you facing? Don't look at me. There we go. Climb up. Climb up. Then boop ya. Grab that plant. Leave this audio log playing.
Marie, I've got to restrict access to engineering until we can figure out what to do down there. It's just too hot. I don't know where all the hazard suits went, so I'm reduced to bringing down an armful of rad hypos. Those damn things always give me a headache.
Thank you, random person who's very likely dead. So, things we picked up. Rad hypos, as he was saying. Plant pot is useless for now, but later in the game, I'd say about a quarter way through the game, you can get a recycler and start converting these into money. Very, very little money, I think like 2 per plant pot here. And what's this? An MFD game player, or game pig as it's called. And this game cartridge Swine Keeper. Activate that, activate this, and we can play Minesweeper. Oh, well, failed. So yeah, you can actually play games inside this game. Don't laugh, guys, don't laugh, it's awesome. There's actually an RPG you can get on this that I did actually play for more than a couple of hours. So yeah, there's that. And you can collect these game cartridges as you progress through the main game, or you can just hack it and get access to them all straight away. So I wonder what that says about this game, kid, the fact that they're all already on here. Let's go through to the morgue. Hello. Thank you. What did you have? Nothing? So these are the resurrection chambers. We're not going to be using them because we are in Ironman mode.
Shut them all down, but I've discreetly put them back online. You'll need to interface with each machine locally to provide a quantum entanglement sample. Once you do that, the device will be able to rebuild your body essentially from scratch. It's not pleasant, but it's preferable to slow decomposition.
That's right, Dr. Polito. Well, slow decomposition, more like I will just simply be dead. Because yes, Ironman, so we're not be using these. And let's play the next audio log.
I got called up around 0430 to help unload the shuttle coming back from Tau Ceti. Kerenskin was there alone. Jesus, what the hell happened to him? He lost most of his hair, and you could see these lumps on the side of his neck. And that smell. I told him he should go see Dr. Watts, but he told me to mind my own business. La-di-da.
So yeah, I haven't actually mentioned the story of this game as the... Well, okay, Polito, that's fine, you talk.
You can transfer power at the engine core on Deck 1, which will get the elevator up and running again.
Deck 1?
But you can't use the elevator to get down there. Wait. There's some kind of maintenance access right on this hallway.
Right here?
You can use it to reach Deck 1. However, it's locked, and Xerxes is hiding the passcode from me. Dr. Watts should have the code. He's probably in the crew subsection. Grassi has the key to get in there, but he's in the medical subsection.
Okay, Polito.
Near the biopsy lab. Now get to the medical subsection and find Grassi.
So yeah, these are our objectives that we have to do. We're kind of collecting them now. And remember Citadel.
This is Xerxes.
Hey, Xerxes.
Report any unauthorized database interactions to your direct superior.
Will do.
Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's responsibility.
Copy that.
God damn. Somebody's hacked into this thing again. I'm gonna tell Delacroix.
Go on, you tell her. So these are our little shops here. We can hack them. It needs level 3 tack. So 2 tack crates, 3 tack the shops, and 4 tack the turrets, for now at least. Hacking them not only decreases the prices of the items, but also the extra item slot, which is usually, you know, kind of junk like crisps. There'll be another item that you can buy instead of this. So say, for example, I don't know, like armor-piercing bullets. And you, yep. So yeah, the story of this game that you saw in the little intro. Remember Citadel. So Citadel Station was in... Actually, let me deactivate that. Thank you. So Citadel Station was in System Shock 1. A hacker there inadvertently created an AI called Shodan. Where is she right now? Well, that would be spoiling things, assuming we get that far. But this guy here was, you know, with his last breath, scribbling in his own blood, remember Citadel. So why would that be relevant, I wonder? So yeah, we are on the Von Braun. The ship's AI is Xerxes, high-res Xerxes there. And this is her maiden voyage. This is the first ship that can travel faster than light using an engine that manipulates the space around it. Kind of like Star Trek with its warp engine, but manipulating space kind of more directly. Again, not relevant right now. Oh, we have another audio log, I think. Nope, no we don't. But there is one right here.
I've been unable to get in touch with Delacroix. This place is falling apart.
Xerxes has control
Miss.
of the ship's security system. Avoid or destroy any security cameras you see. You can hack security computers to power down the cameras too,
I know.
if you're good enough. But don't botch the job or you'll set off the alarm yourself.
I know.
Your corpse is useless to me.
Thank you, Polito. You're very kind. Can't get in there. Let's actually leave that log playing again.
I've been unable to get in touch with Delacroix. This place is falling apart. Members of my team keep disappearing. The leaks in the venting shaft shorted out the primary access channel, and that means we'll all be on auxiliary power until we can get it back up. That means all the lifts are out. Marie, where the hell are you?
Hybrid. Yeah, he sees me. There we go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ow! No, no, no! Oh, heal, please. Oh, man, I cannot... I've got 1 hypo left, damn it. I can't afford to do that. Even the arm-piercing bullets. Oh, man. I am 2 shots away from death all the time. And if he does 2 fast attacks, oh, it's game over. Okay, so yeah, Polito, would you?
Each deck has a chemical storeroom where you can find the resources you need to research the artifacts you'll find around the ship. Don't try to carry around all the chemicals at once. It's impractical and unnecessary. Your research software will tell you what chemicals it needs and when.
So these are the chemical storerooms on the deck. There you go, chemical storeroom. And this is its inventory. These are all the chemicals they have in this storeroom, at least, you know, right now. And researching will typically require chemicals as part of their research. So the research will stop when the chemicals are required. Then you need to come here and pick up one of the chemicals, put in the inventory, and then use it to continue the research. It's not necessary for the hybrid organ here, but, you know, again, getting ahead of ourselves. So let's go recharge that battery. Actually, we didn't put that back in. That's silly. And we've got a gun there as well. And there is the recharger that we need. Whoop. No, don't. Damn it. Grab that. Psy-hyper. We don't really need it. And... Hello.
This is Xerxes. Remember, the unauthorized usage of firearms aboard the Von Braun is a Class 3 infraction.
Is it now? So these things are turrets. And luckily we've got a few arm-piercing bullets. I could just run past these, but I'm not going to risk it, not with it being on Ironman mode. That's you dead. This one we don't need to kill, because we can run past. We only need to kill one of them. Just do that. Hello, ignore me. Grab, ooh, side module. And medkit, or med hypo. Money, and you... Don't do it, don't do it. You don't have anything, and there's another hybrid up there. Switch back to normal pistols, and recharge the battery. Cool. Don't do it, turret. Don't do it, don't do it. Yep, thank you. And let's just get out of here. Ooh, I thought there was something down there, but there's not. Jump up, and... Where's that hybrid? So yeah, enemies do respawn here. Kind of like they do in Prey, but in Prey it was more kind of scripted, like when you... Yeah, hello. I wouldn't be able to get down there and reliably destroy that camera. But yeah, enemies respawn. But unlike Prey, where it's kind of more set on an objective... Hello. Booga. Don't do it. Thank you. We're good. We are good. With this, it's more like they'll just respawn at random. So you do need to be aware. Hello. Do you want to come here? And I heard a turret wake up. Yeah, come here. There you go. There you go. I don't want to go into that room just yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Slow attack. There we go. Good, good, good. So yeah, this is a little ambush. And I can hack this through this wall. You know what? I think it's actually safer in there. And this is a research software, so this will make researching quicker. You know, when we get research, which we haven't got it yet. And that's actually where we started the game. We went in through that little air vent. And I believe... Yep. Who's a bad monkey? Who's a bad monkey? Who's a bad monkey? Bad monkey. So yeah, there are monkeys here on the station. Somebody actually makes a comment about it later, that, you know, who brought 1,000 monkeys on the station? They were brought here for the sake of science, blah blah, and all they get to be is dissected and autopsied and experimented on. Yeah, these are the monkeys. They have gotten smarter. They now have psionic abilities. These monkeys, at least the kind of pale white ones, have a standard psi attack. The later ones, the kind of darker browner ones, have the flame psionic attack, and that does a lot of damage. But we killed it. Audio log.
Ever since we reached Tau Ceti, the lab monkeys have been acting strangely. Nurse Lester picked one out of a cage to be brought in for vivisection, and the rest of them, I mean the entire group, stood up on their legs and howled. This wasn't just a random display. It was a protest.
Was it now? So yeah, as you can see, this mini-game, all you need to do is click on the blocks that aren't highlighted in that kind of dark brown colour. Because if you fell one of those blocks, this, for example, would explode. And not only hurt you a lot, you'd also lose all the items inside of it. We'll head in there in a second. Nothing here. So yeah, this was a little bit of an ambush. I don't think this door opens anymore. No, the door doesn't open anymore. We come in here and we're trapped with a hybrid and a monkey. Sounds like the beginning of a joke. Medical hyper, I see you. And we're back out again. I hear breathing. There's someone down there. Okay, few more medical hypos. That's good. Very, very good. Yeah, I know you're down there.
Hi there.
Another shop we can hack.
Make your selection.
Can't get in there. Now, I could shoot these barrels and kill him, but I think that's kind of unnecessary. What I'd rather do is just drop down behind him and smack him on the head. Hello. Don't do it. I'm very glad he didn't attack and then hit those explosive barrels. That would have ended very badly for me. Money in the trash can. And you! I need to talk to you! You don't look like you're in a good way, but we'll get to you later. Next hack. Money, thank you. Nice and easy. And we're done in this little kind of starting area. And yeah, in case you're wondering why I walk at an angle, like many old games, when you walk at a diagonal, you actually kind of walk more quickly. That's funny. Anyway, what we're going to do before we end the episode, leave this here. We don't need it. Yeah, the booze we'll take. We can actually heal ourselves with that. We are going to upgrade research so we can deal 25% extra damage to the hybrids. In the meantime, unplug that implant. We don't need it right now. Tech, can we get research? 17. We need 17 side modules for that. Okay, we won't be doing that yet. Oof. And I really love that you can access your inventory and the map and the logs and things like that while you're still playing the game. That's what actually kind of bummed me out about Prey and games like Skyrim, that as soon as you get into the inventory, you could say, jump, open your inventory, switch some things around, eat 15 packs of crisps and 2 drinks, get back to full health, select the right psi ability, and then just go ham on a bunch of enemies. Here, you cannot do that. Sure, you can eat items to heal, but it's not the kind of thing you're going to be doing in an emergency. So yeah, I kind of wish more games would have inventories that keep the game live, like Dark Souls, but with the difference being when you go to the main menu, the game actually pauses. I mean, come on, Dark Souls, you can't assume that people playing the game don't have anything else to do, and they have... I keep thinking I hear hybrid footsteps. And yeah, that people playing the game aren't going to be interrupted for, you know, whatever reason.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
We need 7 more to get research. So yeah, that's a great thing that, you know, you're putting in like a battery in here, the game's still running, and you could be ambushed. But anyway, that, guys, is the end of episode 1. I'm very glad we haven't died yet.
Good. You've managed to get into Med. Now find Grassy and get the keycard to the cruise sector.
Oh, hello.
He's the one who monitored your cryo sleep, so he might be interested in joining you. If he hasn't been butchered yet.
No, I think it's been butchered.
Intruder entering medical sector A.
Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh.
Are you allied with her?
Excuse me?
Do you not know of her intentions? Of her
Maybe.
history?
I might.
She once tried to destroy your species. And
Is that
now
true?
you do her bidding.
Maybe.
Intruder entering medical sector A.
So that was Xerxes with a broadcast just for us. Thank you, Xerxes. That's very kind of you.
Access needed.
Yep, we'll be getting there later. So yeah, as you can see, things are kind of complicated, messed up on this ship. And man, what are we, like 17 trillion miles away from Earth? If that doesn't make you feel isolated, I don't know what will. So guys, I'll see you back here next time for the next episode of System Shock 2 Impossible Iron Man. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let anybody else know if they enjoy it as well. It'd really help out the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye. I'm so glad I didn't get 2 shot by a hybrid. Oh man.